Hello everyone, my name is Clyde Temple and I have just a few things to say to you about the recent developments and some other things that have happened in the election. It is my hope that the peace of God rest, rule, and abide with each and every one of you. I want to talk about some things that I've seen and I've heard, and some things that people need to bear in mind. First of all, I want to address John McCain's reference to Senator Obama as that one. That's a quite archaic term that smacks of a blatant racism, actually. I mean, when you refer to a fellow senator of the United States as that one, as if you were identifying him as a mugger in a lineup or a murderer in a lineup, it greatly reduces the dignity of the service of which you aspire to achieve and continue. You've done a disservice to the Senate. You've done a disservice to the people at the debate. You've done a disservice to everyone who's viewed the broadcast. And you've neither apologized to Senator Obama nor the Senate for your out-of-control racist tirade. You owe more to the Senate than what you've given. You owe more to your own Senate seat, which, by the way, you won't have for the rest of your life because someone else will occupy that seat. You owe yourself as a person a heck of a lot more dignity in a campaign than you've given so far. You have made this country and the people that you follow, or the people that follow you, have fear. And fear of what? I have heard a person in one of your so-called town hall meetings say that he's mad as hell that this country is headed for socialism. How stupid can you allow a discourse in a town hall meeting get? You didn't ask him exactly what he was angry about, nor did you challenge him to say exactly where we are headed for socialism in what respect. Nor did you even join in and say, I can agree with what you have to say, and name some things that we're actually headed towards socialism in, when actually this country is run in some socialistic fashions. You can't run a democracy with complete democracy. It just wouldn't work. So some of the things that will be used as instruments to render service to the people of this democracy will be socialized. That's something that we'll have to face. But to use the word socialism and make it bad and then apply it to the opponent is disgusting, and it's disgraceful to this campaign, and I want you to stop it. And the good and right-thinking people of these United States want you to stop it, Senator McCain. Just stop it. It doesn't make this country look good, it doesn't make senators look good, and it doesn't make you look good. Not to mention the billions of people laughing at the Republican Party right now, which they've been laughing for 8 years at anyway. Now, on another note, I want to talk to Sarah Palin. Governor Palin, since you're not as important as, well, anybody in this other race, well, actually, you're probably running in another race altogether. Anyway, Governor Palin, when you run your little NASCAR rallies, since you're supposed to be the only one in the rally with brains and class, please explain to your rabid fans in these crowds that they're embarrassing the United States when you don't stop them, when you hear them throw out these racial epithets and these cursings and these death threats to your opponent. It doesn't dignify them. It doesn't dignify the political process. It doesn't dignify this country. And you, of all people, should know better. You should have stopped them and said, I'll have none of this. We are running a dignified process and we have a lot of things to do. But one of those things that we will not do is to say these ugly things about our opponents. Because if we have what it is that we need to convince the people of our persuasion, then we will do so with dignity, respect, and we will overwhelm them with the facts. And I guess because you can't overwhelm us with your facts, you want to reduce these rantings to something as silly as racist tirades, and you let it happen. It doesn't make your rallies any better than some trailer park NASCAR rally with no cars. This is my question to the Republican Party and those who would call yourselves conservatives. What are you afraid of? What have you made the people who follow you and what you say in your media outlets afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you trying to get at? I have heard not an ounce of substance in any of your attacks on Senator Obama. I have heard nothing stick and felt nothing stick to Senator Obama since you've been running your silly little ads and making your silly little accusations. This is the thing. I kind of wonder, are you afraid that a black man will become president of these United States? Governor Palin, if that's what you're afraid of, and if that's what you've made people afraid of, frankly, Governor Palin, they should be more afraid that you could become the president of the United States. Governor Palin, you bear the responsibility of keeping things dignified in the face of a world who is watching us and how democracy is conducted. And frankly, they're laughing at you, as they've been laughing at Republicans for the past 8 years. And we deserve better than you, Governor Palin. Now, for a little focus, I want to remind some people of some things that happened while Republicans ruled these United States, as if we don't already feel the economy crumbling under our feet, panic reigning supreme. And all the while these things were happening, all the while these things were on the way, when they saw the train coming, the Republicans said, the fundamentals of this American economy are strong. They looked at you and they looked at me with a straight face and they said this. My question is this. How is it that you can say that you should lead this country when every time you lead, fewer jobs for people who need them are there for them? You lower taxes for big corporations who move jobs out of the country. You lower educational funding for people who just want to do a little bit better in their profession. And because of that, we don't have the chance to better ourselves, and we can't qualify for higher paying jobs. And then when you're in office, Mr. or Miss Republican, Bush, whoever you are, if you're Republican, you've done this to us time and time again. You have made this country with your Republican so-called values a country with an attitude that could care less for those who suffer inside of our very own borders. People need health care. People need food to eat. People need to keep their homes. And yet you want to line your friend's pocket. We deserve better from a government. And this is what we expect from Barack Obama when he is our president. This country won't become a bastion of socialism. This country won't become a lawless, immoral hotbed of dangerous, directionless thinking as Republicans want us to believe. We will become stronger. We will become better. And we will do the right things by those of us who have the least power to do for themselves. This is what America is about. And this is what Barack Obama will give us in his presidency. As I've said before, God bless you, and America bless God.